Okay, I don't have a job number for this yet, but I'm out at the Staples in Everett, and I'm looking at this job for US pavement. It's all about ADA compliance, okay? I'm going to summarize real quick the issues that they have, and they were pretty specific. The first one is that they need a path of travel from this city sidewalk over to Staples. There's an entrance down there at the Staples sign, and there's an entrance right here. The one down at the far end is way too steep of incline at the entrance. So my suggestion is right here, we consider doing path of travel, which means we'd have to cut through this asphalt here because although it's pretty level right here, so you're looking at, well, it's 2.3% right here, and it's 2.3% sloping to my left. So that means, let's see here. Yeah, it's 3.7% here. So it goes a little high right here at the entrance, and then it drops down. I'm thinking we can do an ADA pathway from that sidewalk all the way over to here and out to there. And we'd probably be able to make that ADA compliant. Okay, so I'm gonna stand back as far as I can here, give you an idea of what I'm talking about. So here's the entrance on the south end. There's the parking lot. And we'll go over the ADA stalls next because that's another issue they have. All right, so that's my suggestion right now, is that we would come from this sidewalk, path of travel, all the way through here and over to this sidewalk over here in the front. Now this sidewalk that's in front of the store, it's below 2% as you look at the cross slope, but the running slope from building out is greater than 2%. So see, it's at 1.9%. Actually, that's compliant. I measured somewhere else and it was not. So that's actually good. And it's 0.6% there, so I guess this would be all right for path of travel along the sidewalk. But when you get to the landing here, or when you get to the doorway, this doorway is above 2%. As you can see, that's 5%. That's not going to work. 0.1% that direction. So this is all good right here on this sidewalk, but as you get to this section here, it is not compliant as far as a landing goes, and I think we need to have that 2% in both directions, if I'm not mistaken. Okay, so that would mean instead of having the ADA stalls down there, I guess we could potentially have the stalls down here. And right now, currently, these are out of compliance. As far as the ADA stalls down there, that's my next topic. They're out of compliance. They are at about, let's see, well, this is good here. This is 1.6%, but that's 2.6 if I go straight off the sidewalk here. 2.6%. Hopefully that helps right there. It's 2.6% right there. So this would I'll have to change. That means the slope here is going to be more steep as it goes down into the parking lot. But to make an access way from there all the way down to the north entrance, I don't think it's going to be feasible. And I'll go show you. So here's the north entrance, and you can see this drops down. And it drops down real steep. So there's no way that we can get sidewalk coming up this and have a 2% path of travel all the way up to this sidewalk here. So I don't think this is an appropriate area for the ADA stalls if we have to have path of travel from the sidewalk. Now, for ADA access to the sidewalk, I don't know if we have to have it come from the sidewalk and directly over to the nearest ADA stall or not. If that's the case, then I guess we could do the sidewalk on the south end and have it run to there, and then keep these where they're at, but we need to change the slope on this. Okay, so now I'm standing back at the next issue, which is the ADA stalls that are out of compliance. Okay, the slope that's right here is 4.3, and if I do a cross slope, it's 0.8. So we're good on the cross slope, but we're not good on the running slope here. All right, that's about a 4.5 inch tall sidewalk right here. This access they have right here, that landing, it's out of compliance at the top. I think I showed you there earlier. It's more than 2% on the running slope. The cross slope was good though. Okay. Right now this is at 6.4% slope coming out from the entrance. Okay. Let me give you another measurement here. 3.6% running slope right here in the middle. Okay, so 3.6% running slope. Cross slope I think was okay still. Cross slope we're at 0.7%. Okay, so there's that. The last thing was these handicap signs need to be raised up to ADA compliance, which is 6 foot. I think 6 foot to the bottom of the sign. It's either 6 foot to the bottom of the sign or to the top, I can't remember. And then they need to have at least 1x van accessible. So if we were able to raise this up, we could turn this stall into a van accessible stall and redo the sign here and label it as van accessible. Okay. What was the last thing here I wrote down? And that is they need truncated domes. Let's see, where do they need it? A ramp adjacent to the curb at entrance, out of compliance. Okay, so they're talking about the ramp that's all the way down there. They said they needed a truncated dome down there. Plus it's out of compliance. So hopefully I've given enough information here that we can see what's going on. Here it is from a distance. Okay. Here was my idea of the sidewalk. These stalls right here. Just thinking about the potential of creating an ADA accessible area here if we have to have it attached to the accessible path of travel out to the sidewalk. If not, then I guess we just disregard that, make it a path of travel, but we're gonna have to do something with that front entrance. Here's one more view of the storefront here where these stalls are out of compliance.